schedule like 45 days ahead on my job, so.
Send it out.
I'll coming up. So even this one here says next meeting is August 10th. So that's all I need actually right here on this table.
Mr. Tabor, help me out. I remember last time we had this issue or where we had 4 members. Is that still a quorum?
Yes.
Or is it, okay, all right. I'm not sure if Chair Nickerson is going to be. I did speak with him. I think he's coming. I'll give him some time now. Just a bit. We'll give it.
Has anyone driven down? I meant to do that today, but I ran out of time. Down to that cul-de-sac that's behind this, where it's proposed. This is like the separate supplement of like the last page of the graphic.
Stagecoach Road, the end of Old.
No, I forget the name. It's actually the residential development. And there's a name. You have to go Possum Point Road all the way down.
Yes, I've been there. Is that Summer Duck? Summer Duck, yes. I've been there. Maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious as far as what it looks like versus.
It does not look like this because we still have they cleared the ground, removed all the cars, but I think you can still see remnants of the jug handle at that area there.
But all right, maybe I'm at the wrong one. I'm talking about where, maybe is that existing cul-de-sac where there's, yeah, it is.
Retaining wall.
Where they're proposing that retaining wall, there's right up against the existing houses that are there, and there's like an
Rose Hill area?
existing.
So,
Rose Hill area,
Yes.
Rose Hill.
Summer Duck, if you,
Some Duck is further.
Possum Point, you take Possum Point.
I know some Duck is here. I was thinking, because when you get to that first, you make that first turn, that's the Rose Hill area there. That's also right close to this area.
Right.
You're right. Yeah.
But I guess what I'm interested in is they're saying that they're going to save the existing vegetation that's along this property line here. And I know there's some off on the existing, and then there's their property, and they're going to have to build this stormwater pond.
Because there is a house
Yeah.
right there.
There, I think it's in stage. Be late.
Okay.
All right.
I like that it's going to include a few extra retail opportunities in that center as well. Maybe be Chipotle or something good.
You want me to take all my money?
Chipotle is pretty good. The closest one to us is kind of far away. So, I don't know.
Now I'm going to be broke for real. I was going to give Commissioner Wood some time because I think she did reply saying that she was going to be here, correct? Commissioner Wood? Thought I saw that.
She replied for last meeting last Monday. Today.
Okay. I'll give it 5 minutes. Before we jump. Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. It is July 13th. I'll call to order the Planning Commission meeting. Call to order time is 7:10. Quick roll call for everyone. Commissioner Russell here. Commissioner Tony.
Yeah.
Commissioner Beisel. Here. And I'm here. We have 4 members of the Planning Commission here. Did get word that one person is on their way, but according to the bylaws, we do have a quorum and we can conduct business for the town. I want to get a quick vote for the adoption of the agenda. The agenda for today should be in front of everyone. Just a quick vote for that. Commissioner Russell?
Yes.
Commissioner Tony?
Yes.
And Commissioner Beisel?
Yes.
And I approve. The agenda is adopted 4-0. Quick housekeeping note, we want to do the approval for the previous month's minutes for both May the 11th and June 8th. Can we combine both of those into one vote? That's okay. If everybody's okay with that, we'll do it all in one vote for both May 11th and June 8th. Any objection there? Okay. Quick vote there, Commissioner Tony,
Yes.
Commissioner Russell,
Yes.
Commissioner Beisel,
I approve.
and I approve as well. Both minutes for May 11th and June 8th have been adopted. Next item on the agenda, we have presentations to the commission, to the Planning Commission from town staff, starting with old business, and as for the small area plan update.
Mr. Vice Chair and members of the commission, last Monday, July 6th, there was a joint meeting between the Planning Commission and the Economic Development Authority regarding the small area plan with the town's small area plan consultant. And today, we emailed a link to the recording of the meeting to the planning commissioners, and we also sent the slide presentation that was provided during the meeting. And there is a request, a link to a questionnaire was also sent to members of the commission, and responses to that questionnaire are requested by this Friday, July 17th. We are continuing the engagement process with the consultant, and we're scheduling additional meetings with stakeholders to get additional information, and we anticipate draft plans in the early fall, late summer. And the goal now is to complete the plan process by November to meet the December deadline for completion of the plans. I'm happy to respond to any questions.
We're not to be formal. Commissioner Tony, any questions?
You said the group had a joint meeting with the Planning Commission and
The Economic Development Authority,
how many members of the Planning Commission were there?
there were 2.
Okay. I was unaware of the time.
Commissioner Beisel, any questions?
No, I do expect that this project with the developer is going to go smoothly. It does appear that they're very experienced at this type of job. Aside from their development, I think something that may be a little bit beyond their control would be to maybe have a second entry point into this development, just because I know when the light turns green, everybody's coming across Potomac Shores trying to get onto Route 1 North, that if the light is red at the entrance, this may cause a little bit of a backup there on the coming across the highway. So if we're able to make a second entrance somewhere here on this property, that may help. That's what I got.
Commissioner Russell, anything?
Is this in general comments or is this specifically about this application?
I'm sorry. And I can provide some additional information about the proposed retail development as well, if you'd like.
You want to do it for this one? And
I have one comment for the joint meeting.
Okay.
My question is that meeting available to the public? Where can the public go to see that? And can they provide the same questionnaire like that given to the town council and planning commission?
The short answer is yes and yes.
Okay.
We will put a link to the recording on the town's website and a link to the questionnaire. There's a community questionnaire as well.
Okay, good. And I highly encourage our citizens to watch that. It is an hour, but it is part of the process. It's very interesting, and I think everyone has a stake in this future development for the town. As far as this application, are we talking about this, or does this need to be presented, or?
He has to do the presentation. Are you still going to do the presentation?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me, Commissioner Wood, I know you just arrived, but I want to give you an opportunity. Do you have anything that you want to talk about as far as the small area plans? Since you were on you were in that presentation?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. And nothing from me. I'll let you continue.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair, Vice Chair, and members of the commission. We have provided you with the applications that were submitted for a proposed retail development with a grocery store. And the documents include a rezoning application, and the rezoning would be from M1 or limited industrial to B1 general business district. Also, there is a conditional use permit application to permit a drive-through for a planned pharmacy, and a conditional use permit to permit off-site alcohol or beer and wine sales. And finally, a comprehensive sign plan to permit signage for the proposed commercial development with a grocery. We wanted to provide these documents to the Planning Commission to give you ample opportunity to review them. They are not presented this evening for any action, and they will be on the specially scheduled Planning Commission meeting on August 10th for your consideration. And at that time, we will also have staff reports and a staff recommendation for each of the items as well. But we wanted to provide the documents to you in advance so that you have time to review them and generate any questions or concerns.
Okay. Questions for the town staff, even though there's nothing that we have to vote on or decide with right now. Offer it up for commissioners. I'll start with Commissioner Russell.
I have comments. The only questions I have for staff is, has the developer reached out and communicated to the adjacent properties, specifically the residents that are adjacent to where the stormwater pond and the 35-foot retaining wall is going to be up against?
So there will be a public hearing during the August 10th meeting, and then also in September, presumably when the town council will consider the planning commission's recommendation, and notices will be sent to the adjacent property owners for both of those meetings. And it is my understanding too, well, I know that the developers did hold a community conversation or session, and they did invite adjacent property owners to that meeting as well.
Okay. That was the only question I had. Thank you.
Commissioner Wood, any comments or questions for town staff related to the conditional use permit? Again, nothing that we have to do anything. Thanks, man. Commissioner Tony, anything, sir? Commissioner Beisel, comments?
I am looking at the actually designs of this and noticing that there does appear to be a second entrance to the southwest of the shopping center. So to not only have an entrance to the grocery store from Potomac Shores Parkway, but also what looks like is behind the gas station there. So yeah, my thought is just any way to mitigate traffic again, and especially that rush hour coming across. Otherwise, this plan looks beautiful. I'm very excited for it.
Nothing for me. Anything from the chairman? Any questions or comments, sir?
Not at this time, so no. Okay. I apologize. I do have a couple comments.
Okay. Commissioner Russell, go for it.
First off, I think this is a wonderful application. I wish all the applications were like this with a site plan, even if it's a conceptual site plan to help us understand what is being developed. So I commend the applicant on that. A couple things. I'm looking at this and I realize these comments are going to be directed towards the site plan, but I think these should be considered as far as potentially adding them to the proffers, because I did not see these in the proffers. The first one is this doesn't show the lighting. It doesn't show where the placement of the lights are. However, there was nothing in the proffers saying that any light fixtures would be a zero cutoff at the property line. And I'm concerned about the elevation difference between where the parking lot is and where the adjacent residential is, and the potential spillover of that light onto those properties. The same goes for as far as cars and their headlights, if that's going to be an issue on the adjacent neighborhood when they're turning around and like that, or any additional noise. That being said, they show on the property an existing 25-foot rear setback and existing landscaping there, but there's nothing in there saying about that the landscaping will be that there'll be supplemental landscaping to help buffer that between, again, the residential properties and this development. They did provide a graphic that shows existing conditions that was in the fall or winter with the trees that are there. And then they have their graphic, which I don't believe is anywhere near of what currently exists. So to me, potentially they need to look at supplemental landscaping like that to be considered. Other than that, I do appreciate this application. Another nitpicky thing, the site plan, the landscape plan, they specified a couple shrubs in there. I'm concerned about the shrubs being tolerant of the temperatures and the urban condition of the parking lot, and that they may want to consider other plant material, or at least keep it open if they have plant material that will survive. I know from the Walmart, they put in landscaping when they first did it. They put in per the plan, but a lot of that landscaping has died over. There is no ground cover, and here they say they're going to provide ground cover, but unless they actually have an irrigation system that they're going to maintain, I think a lot of the landscaping that they're showing, at least the species-wise, is not going to survive, and you'll end up with just these mulch pits, essentially, with a tree in it. So, again, very specific details that are going to be dealt with at site plan, but they should be at least considered in the planning process. And that's all my comments. Thank you.
Just got a tap on the shoulder from Commissioner Beisel. He had a comment that he wanted to add as well. So,
Yeah, just with the large retaining wall, it's kind of in the same spot that we were just going over as in front of this cul-de-sac. It does look like we will have a retaining wall with some height I'm just hoping that that would have basically safety rails put in place, maybe even rated for a vehicle. It looks like that height, and we do have to take this as a graphic imagery, so the accuracy may be a little bit, but it looks like it could be upwards of 20 or 30 foot tall drop there. So we would want to, we can get like a vehicle barrier graded safety fence there. That way nobody goes flying off the road anymore.
I just want to give Commissioner Wood, Commissioner Tony, opportunity for me to go back since we did. Okay. All right. Nothing for me. I think we pretty much covered everything that I had. I think I wanted to hear about maybe some of the light pollution for the neighbor, but Commissioner Russell already covered that. New business, town staff, anything?
No, sir.
Staff report, administrator approval, anything there?
No, sir.
Okay. I want to give it up for, open it up for open forum. I'll start with Commissioner Tony. Anything for open forum, sir?
I might, I can say, I would recommend that you notice that we were joined by other two persons.
Absolutely.
That official, put it in the record. One came in at 7:10 and the other came in at 7:13.
And I do apologize for being that late.
No worries. So we have a full quorum. Commissioner Wood, anything for open forum, ma'am?
I just appreciate everything that the town staff is doing. You all are doing a really good job. I appreciate the presentation, the emails that we get and receive, the setting up of the meetings and things of that sort. So just keep doing a good job. I appreciate everything that you're doing.
Commissioner Russell, open forum, anything, sir?
I would like to thank Commissioner Wood and Vice Chairman Noy for sitting in on that small area plan. Unfortunately, I was not able to be there, but thanks to staff, they were able to get that to us, and I was able to watch that, which it was very it was very informative, and it shows a lot of where we are and where we need to go as far as moving forward with the small area plans and development in the town. And again, I would please ask that all residents take the time and listen to that recording and stay on top of the small area plans, because your input is needed in this process. And that's everything I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Beisel, anything open forum?
Yeah, I mean, this application, I do want to commend it again. It's about as thorough as it gets. And so I'm excited for this to come forward. On a different note, I think we focus a lot in our plans on the beautification of Dumfries. And so just want to remind that we just had the 4th of July. I think that if we haven't had a planned town cleanup, then I mean, there's got to be a lot of firework pits and things around the town right now. So good time of year. I think after the 4th of July and after Halloween are two very good annual times to clean up every year. And on that note, I do see one particular graffiti artist in town. They are the stickers that say Zecker Asa, and they're all over the town on our stop signs, on our rails. And I do think that as we're building very nice things in this town, it seems like this sticker graffiti artist is going to continue to try to put their sticker on our things. And so somebody with some kind of sharp blade or something like that may be able to cut some of the stickers down. But if you pay attention and look around, it's Zecer ESA, Zecker Asa stickers. They're all over the place. It's a major graffiti artist, and they're hitting our town pretty hard. So, the little things matter. And that's all I've got.
I'll give you the last word, sir. But for me, only thing I wanted to say is just make sure, I know we've talked about it in the last 2 or 3 meetings, are speed control measures. So if we stay on top of those, please. Make warm out, and we hear them and see them. With kids being out, we just want to make sure we're keeping everybody safe there. Chairman Nickerson, last words.
So as far as the small area business plan, I would like to make sure that those that come before us to present what their ideas or plans are, that they're very much in tune with what we see the vision for Dumfries as being. If we're looking to be strategic and try to get more retail, that was removed, but I'm still wanting to see more retail in this town. And anytime I go to areas that are smaller than this, from what I see, and I see retail, it just lets me know that it can be done. And I feel like sometimes we're quick to move forward with things just because someone is advancing in a mission of sorts. But sometimes we have to take a step back, even if it means, taking some time to get things right. Because again, we don't have a lot of real estate in order to get things right. I feel like we've let some things go too quick, and there's areas that could have been addressed. There's businesses that are open that things could have done a little different with, because we were excited to see movement, but sometimes we just got to cool our heels a little bit. So I'd like to make sure that people are in tune with what the town is wanting to do when they're coming and presenting things. Also, and this has nothing to do with the business plan or anything, I would tell everybody, citizens, seniors, kids, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Because on my job, for example, in the last 3 weeks, we've had 2 people pass out. One guy got overheated, got stressed, might have been job stress, could have been a combination, ended up having a heart attack on the job. And I've had athletes on the field that, because they're not hydrated properly, they've had to either go sit down and gotten lightheaded or gotten sick because they're not prepared for these conditions. So I would just recommend that everybody make sure it doesn't have to be 100 degrees with the sun shining in order for you to get dehydrated. I, for one, what was it, last year or year before, I passed out right in this park over here after an event. It was 10:30 at night. So I know what not taking care of yourself properly can do. So that would be my ask of everyone within our town. That's all I have.
There is nothing else. Take a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make the motion.
1 second.
I'll second.
Motion has been made and second. Commissioner Tony? Commissioner Russell?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner Byers? Yes. Chairman Nickerson? Yes. I say yes to meeting. 7:30.